Hey, this is my first time live on YouTube. So excited to be here. First time on YouTube, live, not just uploading a video. Hi, everybody. I am Latara Venice, soul care provider and the founder of Color Your Soul, as well as Soul and Heart in Business. And that's why we're here, Soul and Heart in Business Thursday. Every Thursday, I'm going to come in and answer questions or give a quick tip, ideas for flowing your business the way of the kingdom, for allowing the kingdom to, or God to be your CEO. This week, I want to answer a question, and the question is, let me find the question. The question is, how can I approach my appointment with customers without being too focused on making the sale? I want to be there for my customer, but notice that I really want that sale as business is really slow now for my cash flow and bills. This is a really good question, and I can't wait for the person who sent it in to be able to ask or to hear the answer. So as you think about people, you have to stop seeing them as dollar signs. That's what happens a lot of times in business is we see people as dollar signs, right? We see them as, let me take these off. We see people as dollar signs. We see them as a way to make money. They're not. Your solutions, your witty ideas and inventions, those are the way to make the money. The people are simply those who need it, but it doesn't mean that they have to necessarily purchase it. I learned it a long time ago from my mentor, Shay Bynes, when she told me, you cannot look at people as your provision. So that's one of the first things that I want to say is that you need to understand that the people are not your provision, God is. Matthew 6:33 tells us in the message version that we are to steep our life in God reality, God initiative, and God provision. What does that mean? Well, when you read the entire chapter of Matthew chapter 6, what does it tell you? It tells you that God cares for even the lilies of the field and the little bitty birds. So why would he not care for you? The thing is that we've been so inundated by the world that we are the ones who provide for ourselves. But that's not it. God is the provider. Now, I'm not saying your customers are not necessary. What I'm telling you is that they're not dollar signs. You can't see them as a way to make money. Because if you don't have a thought, an idea, a witty idea or invention, if you don't have a solution to their problem, why should they buy from you? And even if you have a solution, they're not obligated to do it. We have to learn how to take the time to kind of sit back and ask God, what does provision look like in my life right now? I want to share this before I get off of here. When you are obedient to what God is telling you to, He will provide. He will provide. Philippians 4:19 says that too. My God will supply all of my needs according to his riches and glory. And we know that he is the father of a cattle on 1,000 hills. There is enough provision in the kingdom for us. Let me share this with you. In 2016, when God told me to stop coaching, doing brand marketing, tech stuff, building websites, hang my hat up, and to trust Him, right? And He told me to just deliver a message every day in 2017 about emotional adulting because He was literally shifting my business model and what I did. I was no longer going to be branding businesses, I was now going to be branding souls, right? With lifestyles of soul care. Totally different business. But what he did in 2017 was phenomenal because literally I could not tell you all how I made money in 2017. And yet I managed to pay a lawyer $1,500 to get started on a custody case for my son that I now have sole custody of. I also had women who had gathered together amongst themselves to determine that they were going to help me pay my bills because they understood the vision. See, that's kind of hard for us as entrepreneurs because we're supposed to be making the money. But when you are a kingdom driven entrepreneur, God gives a strategy you may not understand. That's okay. Can I say that? Yes, I made money. I wasn't poor. I wasn't broke. I mean, I wasn't broke, right? I was broke. I wasn't destitute. I wasn't with out, but I still needed help. And see, that should be a lesson for us as entrepreneurs, that as we're building what God has for us to build, then we're going to have to sometimes give to others and help others to build too. It takes time and it takes effort. And yes, it takes monetary resources to be able to get a business started. But how God brings that, it's going to be totally different and all for his glory. And so I hope that this helps the person who asks and other people as well. Your customers are not obligated to purchase from you. You are to look to the source, God, for provision. This is Soul and Heart Thursday. Latara Venice live on YouTube for the first time. Bye bye.